Ignore. Details about that. Basically, RPG Maker does not have variables. If you don't know what variables are, then, well, you don't really need to worry about it. Not for RPG Maker 1, anyway. But, basically, you need variables in order to keep track of stuff like hit points and stuff for custom battle systems, which is what this game has, is a custom battle system. But because there is no variables, I had to find an alternative, so I got this idea to use items as variables. I can't keep track of exact amount of items, but I can tell whether there's 0 items or at least 1 items, and I made it so that whenever you ran out of a certain amount of items, something would trigger. Like if you had to collect 5 keys, instead of using a switch for 5 different keys, it would start off with 5 key item variables, take one away every time a key is found, and once the last one is found, there's no more key item variables, and, well, then it's triggered. The moves in the game, they all use the special graphics, as the special effects that are available outside the battle system. Was kind of tricky coming up with every one of them, with an effect for every one of them, but I managed pretty well. Some of you might think with the level 4 special ability there, special attack, might think I ran out of ideas, and as soon as I get there you'll find out why. You do not have these 2 moves at the start of the game, so we'll just use them anyway. And nothing happens, of course. It's just a tutorial, because I couldn't really include a real instruction booklet. I've got a README file included with Yester's Hunt, but really, who reads those things? So I had to include a tutorial so people would know how the heck you battle. Battles in this game aren't really important. You could pretty much go through a whole game without really bothering with the regular enemies. Some of them get in the way and it would be more helpful just to fight them, but they serve really no real purpose except fill up the places so that you have something to deal with as you wander around, rather than just boringly collecting tokens and trophies. Transport pads, very important in this game, because these levels get big. Idea I sort of borrowed from Banjo-Tooie, of course. Let me show you one attack, the first attack. Stand still, stand still. Blast, blow him up. Whee! I will be going through all the tokens in the game. All of them that I can remember. I'm sure at some point, I'll go down there in a little bit. I'm sure at some point I'll wind up forgetting tokens here and there. I can't remember to get them all, but which ones I get, I'll be able to use for the secret thing where you get after you have all of them, all 300 tokens in the game. There's 300 tokens, and there's if I remember correctly, 24 trophies. There's 5 trophies in each world, except for the last world, which has only 4 trophies, because I ran out of ideas. Yeah, that's pretty lazy on my account. That's a pretty neat trick. Someday I'm going to be able to turn into coins and bounce around. Go back in, get the first ability, assuming I found the correct amount of tokens. Yep, 10 tokens. And then there's Sunspell. Every move and ability, he uses a different spell. Some of them are good, some of them are not good, some of them are funny. Abracadabra Alakazam contrary to popular belief, it's not based on the Pokemon. That's actually an actual fake spell that some magician used some years ago or something, and that's why they called the Pokemon that. Birdwatch. Here's what it does. I thought I got it. Let's see here. Oh, it was Healing Ray. Oops. Well, shows I'm not really paying much attention, so I'll show you what Healing Ray does to Cluckles here. Healing Ray does not take crystals. Magic uses crystals except unless they're saying, and I'm just pointing at the screen for some reason, pointing at the name. But anyway, this doesn't take any. It heals your health. And I'll bring it back to show the other effect. Blast. Chicken. Yum. The reason he reappeared is because RPG Maker has a severe limit on how many events can be on a map at the time. Plus, well, actually that's not the reason for these guys. I forget. Hold on, let me regain my train of thought here. I'll tell you about it later. Maybe. First boss. Skeleton, named Earthrotter. Breaking the fourth wall. Or maybe in this world, people really do talk through text. So the first boss is a skeleton. I should have paused it there, showed you guys that, hey, beat was spelled wrong. It was spelled B-A-E-T. That's probably the niftiest effect in the game. Right at the start of the game. Okay, this is going to be tricky because, like I said, I'm using a game bridge and there's actually just a bit of lag. So, I may step on one of these. Step on one, you get hit by his beam ball thing. Dragon Ball Z style. Oh, I made it. Yay! And he goes down after one hit. Pretty simple boss. They all are really once you figure out how to beat them. But this guy is probably the second simplest. Just dodge the sparkly dots on the ground and you'll do fine. Here's one of the most uninteresting rooms in the game. Back in 2003, I was not very good at map creation at all. Level design, I could do level design, sure, but I just couldn't make them look interesting. I'm better now. Not a whole lot better, but better. Do I need to be showing what these guys do? Well, that guy doesn't do anything, goes down in one hit. The yellows are different, they're dangerous. They take 2 hits from blast. And their attack does that. Causes 1 damage. Which is basically what all the enemies do. Just 1 damage. I added an echo here. There's an echo in the music to show that, hey, you're underground. Nothing special, but it's useful. Sorta. Makes things just a little bit more interesting anyway. Because this cave sure doesn't look very interesting. Am I getting close to 10 minutes? YouTube only allows 10-minute videos at most, so I'll have to be splitting this playthrough over and over again. It takes like a half hour to get through. I probably already reached 10 minutes.